Hi, Chris Cannon here, creator of Guyology Attraction Academy. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how women can get more guys to approach them. Now, I do want to say, even starting off, the whole dating scene, it can be jaded, discouraging, frustrating, to the point where, you just want to give up and just quit and throw in the towel and just be by yourself, and to an extent, depending on what your relationship experience has been in previous, years, times, whatever, that actually might be a good, situation for you, because so often people don't heal in relationships, and so they take their pain from the past to the present, and it actually creates a negative future that they don't want. But in this video, we're going to talk about how women can get more guys to approach them. Now, this is in no particular order, but the number one thing that I do want to say for a woman to get a guy to approach them is to understand that it's better for you to be in a much more smaller group than a larger group. So here's what I mean by that. When you're in a large group, let's say even 5, 6 or more people, a guy feels very intimidated to approach you, because in his eyes, he's thinking, there's more chances for me to get embarrassed. There's more people to reject me. There's more pressure for her to even respond to how I approach her. So when you are in a large group, that actually gives you less of an opportunity to be approached by a guy, because, number one, he's trying to figure out, even as he's looking in your direction, if you're with several other women, he's trying to figure out the least path of resistance. And I'm not talking about just sex, but I'm talking about the best chance that he will get accepted and not rejected and won't be embarrassed. Because again, let's stay focused. A guy, his greatest fear is failure. And so that's why so many guys don't even approach women, because they're fearful of the potential rejection or the potential failure that they might experience as a result of taking that risk in their mind. So when it comes to getting a guy to approach you, the less is better, if you will. And I'm not saying you have to always be by yourself, but if you have, 1 or 2 people, that's great. But any more than that, you're reducing your chances of any guy approaching you. Now, the second thing to pay attention to is your body language. You want to make sure that your arms are not crossed or folded, because that communicates that you're not even approachable. You're not even available for somebody to approach you, and you just want to be left alone. So the one thing that I always try to encourage people to do is go there mentally first in your mind before you go there physically with your body. So mentally understand how you want to be viewed, how do you want to be seen, but also, even before you get there, what do you want to experience? Because just like you or I, you've probably been in situations where you're sitting by yourself and all of a sudden you catch yourself frowning or tensing up or making some kind of face that you didn't even realize you were making, but it happened as a result of what you were thinking. So when it comes to a guy approaching you, and even wherever you are, go there in your mind first before you ever go there in your body, because sometimes you can give off things in your body that you're not even aware of. So often people have their arms folded and they're not even conscious or aware of that. So, you want to have a body language that communicates that you're open to meeting somebody, and the one thing that I also want to encourage you to do is position yourself as somebody who's pleasant to be around, smile. Research shows that when somebody of the opposite sex smiles at another person, that other person looks at them more highly than they would if that person didn't smile. And don't be afraid to smile. And so often, people, even men and women, we're also afraid of being rejected. But when it comes to a smile, that's something that also communicates to him that you have an interest. And it also communicates to him that, you're available. Because again, from a guy's perspective, he's worried about being rejected. He's worried about failure. He's worried about, what if she doesn't like me, or what if, something else about me. And so he has a lot of pressure on him to even make that move to approach you. So when you smile, you at least allow him to understand that you're available and that you're welcoming the opportunity to approach you. I encourage you that when you're out in a setting, relax your shoulders, stand up straight, have a great posture, as if you are supposed to be there. You want to own that situation. And when you own the situation in your mind, your body will follow. The other thing that I strongly encourage you to do as a woman is stay off your phone. So often, all of us in general, sometimes when we're in different settings, we have insecurities that automatically kick in. And we don't want to feel awkward. And so what do? We occupy ourselves. And the first thing that we do is we occupy our hands. That's why when you go out to different settings, somebody always has a drink in their hand. And it's not that they actually want to drink, but they just need something to do with their hands. And now you have more people than ever that are on their phones. And when a guy sees you on your phone, he's going to be less likely to approach you because A, he feels like he's interrupting something, and B, he doesn't want to be a part of the, your status update that talks about, hashtag irritating guy or whatever the case may be. So I encourage you to stay off your phone, because what it also communicates to a guy is that you actually have confidence. Because more often than not, people that lack confidence avoid situations where it's forced to be present. And so when you stay off your phone, even though you have the ability to, it communicates to a guy that you're different, that you are self-assured, that you really understand who you are and what you want in life, even if you don't at the time. But that's what you communicate to a guy when you are in a social setting and you're just enjoying the atmosphere. You're just observing the people around you and you're having fun with yourself or the small group that you're around. But staying off your phone communicates so much, because so often people understand that most of us are addicted to our phones. Most of us default to our phones. Most of us find comfort in our phones more than we do with people. So when you are one of the rare few that actually does not default to your phone, you come across as somebody who's confident and somebody who's different, and that is what intrigues a guy. Another way that you can get a guy to approach you, if you see a guy that you like and you have an interest in, if you look his way and you smile, and as soon as he catches eye contact with you, you look away, and then you smile as if he caught you checking him out, that causes him to have a curiosity, and it causes him to be intrigued by you. But here's the other thing that you want to do is, once you look away, wait for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then look back at him to see if he's still looking at you. And if he's not, continue to look at him, because the thing is this: us as human beings, there's an energy that we give off and that we feel. And when you're looking at somebody else, they feel you looking at them. Just as if somebody's looking at you, you can feel somebody looking at you. So you want to look at him for maybe about 5 to 10 seconds. And again, if he stares at you, look away again and then smile as if he's caught you. Now, here's what's going to happen. In his mind, he's thinking, she's interested in me, but she doesn't have enough confidence to come approach me, but she does have the courage to show me that she has an interest. And the thing is this: a guy, he wants to be in a position where he feels like he can assist somebody, because whenever he assists somebody else, that makes him feel significant. So he feels like by you showing these signs that you have an interest, but you're too afraid to approach him, even though you were courageous enough to look, he feels like he's now helping you out by coming to approach you. Now here's the thing: if he does not approach you, it can mean one of two things. Either A, maybe he's not interested, that's fine, or B, maybe he's not even available. But either way, doing that just makes you feel better, and it helps you to practice for the next person who might be interested and might be available. And I'll say this: the last thing is, you want to have fun. The thing about having fun is when you go out somewhere and you have the intentions of having fun, regardless if you meet a guy or not, it's a win-win for you. And I will say this: people that genuinely have fun with themselves typically attract so many more people than people that don't have fun with themselves, or people that have to rely on something else to have fun with, or another time. Some people say, I'll have fun when, or have fun if, meaning that there's parameters. But when you just have the intention of going out and having fun, you're going to attract a lot more men than you probably could have ever thought or imagined. And the thing is this: it has to be genuine. You don't want to be one of these people that just go out and you trying to Photoshop an image and acting fake as if you're having fun, because people pick up on that and they see it in themselves just like they can see it in other people. So you want to genuinely have fun. And I'll say this: the more you can have fun, even just by yourself, the more you're going to be content, and the more you're going to just enjoy you. And the more that you enjoy you, that creates a space for somebody else to also enjoy you. Because somebody that does not like to have fun, or they want to have fun, but they just always look at the negative experiences and the past things, the more you look at the negative experiences that you had in the past, the more likely you are to create that same experience going forward. You've heard of the law of attraction, just like I have. And it's so true to an extent. So when you focus on having fun, it's going to be a win-win, and you're going to attract so many more people that you actually want to be around, because like attracts like. And so when you have an attitude and you attract somebody in that same sense, it's like that's what you're going to have going forward. But when you attract somebody when you're in that fun state, that's what you can also expect going forward. So it's totally a win-win in every situation. But those are the ways that you can actually get men to approach you. Listen, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the phenomenal videos that we have coming in the months and years to come. And if you know somebody who could benefit from this video, do me a favor and them a favor as well, and please share it with them. But whatever you do, please don't keep this a secret. But this has been Chris Cannon, your encouragement coach, reminding you that the battle is not lost unless you accept defeat.